Hey guys, welcome to the kitchen. And let's get the show on the road. Let's start with our onions here. Chop them up to make sure they're ready. So we have used Orzo before to cook. We did it in the pot again with red sauce. And I don't remember if it was beef we did it, or did we do it with pork, but it doesn't matter. It's cooked both ways. And it's even better when you prepare it on the pot and then you finish it off in the oven. Onions! Onions are good, man. Onions, we have some garlic here as well. I mean, this is a very easy food and very tasty food. Orzo is something you can use as a base, and then you can, you know, add whatever you want to it. I mean, you can even do it with fish if you want. I mean, you're having pasta with fish. Like, I mean, when I say fish, I mean prawns and things like that. See what we're gonna cook next week. We have done octopus before, but I was thinking maybe do it again, because kind of like we're gonna be repeating some recipes because they're really good, and since this is my dinner, I don't see any problem of us redoing one or two recipes. Maybe we'll do a little bit of modified versions, you know, so they're not exactly the same. But there we go. As most recipes here in Greece, we add a little bit of olive oil, which you're gonna take the piss again about how much I'm putting in there. Hey Jay, what we're making today, we're making orzo a la creme with spinach and cream cheese. So, well, usually we do the onions really fine cut, but since we are running a little bit late, I am going to be semi fine cutting this in the lazy way. This is the lazy way of doing it. This is the lazy way. And why this is the lazy way? Oil baron, yes. This is the lazy way because usually we just cut them in nice little lines and then, you know, we go on the sides. This is the way people do it when they're really bored. And like me right now, I'm chatting. So you just move the knife over them and they're going to be semi-finely cut. Medium size. To be honest, unless you are a, you know, like a professional chef, or you have someone over for dinner and you don't want them to experience big chunks of onions in the food, there's really no need to actually finely cut them. Personally, I love onion, same as Duft, so leaving it a little bit in different shapes and some bigger and smaller pieces, actually I don't mind at all. I'm actually finding it quite nice. I like, because I like onion. If you don't like onion, then that's where the problems start. Oh, I forgot. It's also with bacon. I forgot the bacon. Let me get some stuff out of the fridge in the meantime. I forgot it's with bacon and spinach. Because I know how much you guys love bacon. I forgot bacon. I think actually I forgot the bacon because my mind is actually going into the diet mode, because I need to get myself into a diet mode. We forgot about that. And also, I know how much you guys love bacon. If I am the oil baron, you guys are the bacon barons. Especially you lot from the States. You have loads of cows. Alright, oil is warming up there. I'm getting some other stuff ready. And the camera is frozen, isn't it? Camera is frozen already. We're doing great. Because the pot does not show at all. It does not show at all the olive oil, does it? Now it does. There we go. Dude, honest to God, I have no idea why this is happening. It's pissing me off more than you think. It's pissing me off more than you think, dude. I mean, I've been running the same setup for months, and all of a sudden, it just decides that, you know, I'm just gonna freeze every now and then or whatever. So before you start wondering, yes, this bacon is frozen. I just took it out of the freezer. And it's the whole package. This is how I keep it in my freezer. And I usually don't take it out to defrost it in advance, simply because bacon is fairly easy to cut even when it's frozen, and we don't need a lot. I just need a little bit for the flavor. Woo, we got lipped off. Alright, finally cut. Well, finally. We're gonna put the onions in, the bacon, and the garlic at the same time. And it's already smelling wonderful. Alright, let's give it a little spin. So, I'm gonna add a little bit more bacon, because probably I will not be allowed to eat bacon anymore. So I might as well go a little bit extra right now. Alrighty, you go back in the freezer, my good big friend. Back in the freezer. Let me turn the oven on. The oven is for something completely different. Onion, frying onion with a little bit of garlic and bacon. Heaven. Heaven. Like I said, if you see me do something you find difficult, you have any questions, you haven't been with us before, feel free to ask your questions. Alright, so our mixture here smells wonderful. Sorry, I keep repeating it because frying bacon does smell wonderful. So we are going to chill for a second. And I think we're ready. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn the heat down to medium high. This one goes from 0 to 9, so it'll be about 6.5. And here I have some Orzo. We're gonna need a little bit more. Be careful with Orzo because it has the same properties as the rice, and it just expands like crazy, right? Now, usually for this recipe, you want to have ready something like chicken broth, beef broth, any sort of those meaty broths to add in here. All right. I make my own, but I've run out. I just realized after I got back from shopping and all that, so I couldn't buy some. So I'm gonna go with plain good old water. Not a lot. We're gonna do this in steps. This is why we turn the heat down. Okay, we're just gonna keep adding more and more until this is ready. We don't wanna overdo it. And this is the part that I really get bored with cooking, is when I have to actually wait. Now, Orzo, keep in mind that it is a tricky pasta because it will get stuck on the bottom of your pot very, very easily. This is the reason why we turn it down from full heat to a lower one, so we don't make it easy for it to get stuck on the bottom. If you just leave it on full blast, if you hear mixing it, sure, no problem, you can cook this a lot faster. But if not, then you're gonna have a problem. Theoretically, if you leave it 2 or 3 minutes and get stuck on the bottom, like 2 minutes or like really 2 minutes, then you can just simply, with a little bit of power, scrape it off the bottom without affecting the flavor. It's not going to get burned, but just stuck. You can unstuck it. But if you leave it more than 2 minutes, well, you're probably going to end up with a nice little floor of stuck orzo on the bottom there. So I'm just waiting for the temperature to drop a little bit, you know, because we had it on high. Looks alright. The water is warm because it's 42 degrees outside, so it's not going to affect the boiling and all that. So while we wait for this thing to boil and we keep an eye on it, just because I felt like it, we're just going to make a little bit of jello with fruits, because I need to have something to munch which is a little bit cold. So just canned fruit cocktail. Just gonna drain this. This one has hold on a second, let me just empty this, because what I'm gonna do is, this one has cherries, apricot, peach, and pineapple. Sorry, I was looking for the word pineapple. This is in light syrup, but I am going to wash this off. So I've put everything on a sieve or a colander, whatever you call it. And now I'm rinsing this off with water. I don't want the light syrup. Yes, the fruits. Oh, and also has some grape in it. So the fruits will have some sort of a sugar absorption since they were in the emulsion there. But I am washing it off as much as I can. Definitely, you can use fresh fruits, but you know, it's 11 o'clock at night. Been all day in the hospital with mom and all that. And the funny thing is about the hospital is that we don't really do much. We just sit down and wait. It's just so time consuming, just waiting there. You know, we just wait there for our turn to come in, and that's it. That could take up to 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It's just really a mind killer. So, kettle on, boil some water. Just gonna get my bowls. Jello, you can add sugar if you want. I'm not going for any sugar. So, Jello comes in a little box, a little sugar powder thingy. It's the easiest thing you can do. Kids usually love this. The reason why I add the fruits, I'll tell you why I'm adding the fruits. It's not because I want to make it more tasteful or sweeter or whatever. It's just because I don't like plain Jello. It just melts in my mouth and I just don't like that. I need to have something more with substance. My favorite flavor is cherry. It's cherry flavored Jello. We also have a nice little garlic baguette, which we are going to put in the oven to accompany our food. And because I don't want to be washing any more trays and things tonight, we are going to use a little bit of aluminum foil. Very simply, just going to place it on it. There we go. I'm just going to put this in the oven. Let's put it a little bit lower heat. Alright, this is cooking nicely. It's nowhere done, of course. And what else we need? We need our favorite tool. Our favorite tool. This is the one that we get everything done. Now I have to get ready for next week. Next week, Daft. And I'm referring to you because I know how much you love cooking with us here. Next week, we're going to have possibly a double cooking stream. because we're gonna cook on Wednesday, and Friday is Hecky's birthday. So he said he's gonna ask me to cook something for his birthday. So I am waiting to see what I am going to be cooking for Hecky's birthday next Friday. So he's gonna get something special or whatever it is he wants, and you guys gonna get an extra cooking stream. Yes, awesome indeed. I'm kind of happy to cook. I mean, I really enjoyed doing Jason's recipe, the one with the chicken, the wrapped bacon with sugar and all that. That was a cool recipe. So for the amount of jello that was in that sachet or package, is approximately, you can choose between 500 to 600 mLs of water, but half of it have to be boiling water. I've baked you a cake and what you wanted. I'll do one for your next one. I'll tell you what. If it's anywhere near, you know, in the upcoming days, September or whatever, we can do something for your wife or your kid. I don't know when they have the birthdays. We can do something like that. Actually, for your kid, you know what? For your kid, I would actually go and order a cake. I will order a cake to look very, very nice. Or several months off, doesn't matter. Keep that in mind. You know what else we can do for the kid? Because I like kids. I don't have any kids, but I kind of like kids. The other thing we can do for the kid is to find a game she likes, and I can play with her on stream live. Maybe she would like that. I don't know. I mean, she does know me, but... Or we can play all, you know, you can play with us as well and all that. Make a little special thingy. Alright, just mixing well now with another 300 ml of water to make this a nice little mixture and make sure everything is dissolved. I'm doing this very quickly because this is getting ready. Let me have a little look where we stand. Yeah, needs a little bit more. It still has moisture. I'm not going to add any more water. Just need to quickly going to turn it down a little bit more. Finish this really quickly. Try and get my special little bowl. I put all my fruity thingies in here, and simply just going to put this over. It should fit exactly. There we go. The foam part, I'm just going to mention that so you guys are not surprised about this. The foam part is because I whisk it really fast because of the stream, trying to do things quickly. That's why that happened. It doesn't affect anything except the looks. This is especially for me, so I'm not really bothered with it. So next step, we're going to add the cream. So Orzo is not 100% cooked. So instead of water at this stage, I'm adding the cream in. Gonna turn the heat back to normal, like medium to high. Okay, I'm gonna go for another one. So this is about, how much are these things? I don't remember. 200, that's 400 ml of cream. This one is 3%. I'm not using light, which is 15, nor the full one, which is 35, because my doctors will simply kill me. So I'm allowed to use the 3%, which means, you know, we just have the bacon to worry about mainly. Alright, so we just need to leave this a few more minutes. Alright, until it starts boiling a little bit. This is usually in school. That is not an excuse, Jason. What are you talking about? I'll just have a bucket load of coffee and I'll stay awake for her, man. We have some special people on the stream, like, you know, your daughter. We have Smite's. Smite has my stream daughter, because she was born when I was streaming, and Smite was on the stream, and he left to go to the hospital. We were keeping company until his wife gave birth and all that. So the child was actually kind of like born while I was streaming. So I kind of have a special thing for that. Time zones, screw time zones. Friendship, ideas, and streams surpass time zones, my friend. Time zones are nothing. Coffee solves time zone problems. Right, what else do we need? I need to get this jello thingy in the fridge. Yes, I do have room. So let me carefully, before I spill everything on the floor. It won't be the first time. Ooh. Jello, go in the fridge. I'll have a piece of you tomorrow when you're gonna be ready. Alright. Alrighty. This looks nice. Just needed to start boiling a little bit more. We're actually done, by the way. In case you're wondering, we are done. That is a quick food. That's why I wasn't really worried about you know, being a little bit late on the stream. So let me get a few veggies here until this is ready. A little bit of cucumber, a little bit of cherry tomatoes, just to make a little salad. It will help a lot with this. Garlic bread. Yeah, that's going all right. Actually, I should have put this a bit earlier. Didn't calculate that properly. Let me have a little taste. I don't know if you noticed, I haven't added any salt yet. It needs a few more minutes. The orzo is still kind of strong or hard. So, oh yes, we know. Yeah, of course. I know I have to eat to make Daft happy, I know. I know. How do you think I got this body? Hey, Fixer, you need to put more bacon in it. No, Fixer, you're cooking. You need a bit more cheese in it. You have to eat all of it, Fixer. Fixer is a fat bastard. You made me a fat bastard. I'm gonna blame you for that one. What is Orzo? More cheese? We're not done with the food. Orzo eats pasta. So it is fairly fattening. Same thing as eating pasta, spaghetti. Yeah, there's 2 left. Might as well put those 2 in there. You know what the bad thing about this salad is? I don't have any freaking feta, dude. That is the only thing. Remember what I told you? That don't leave it is going to get stuck on the bottom? Yep. That's what just happened to me. You have to keep an eye on this bastard. Orzo is a tricky one. It's as tricky as milk. When you're trying to warm up milk and you like, yeah, it's not ready yet, and then 2 seconds later, boom, it just sprouts out of the pot, making a mess out of everything. Have you ever had that? Loads of green peppers. Why? Because I love them. I love them. Right. So we're getting here. What we need here to complete this wonderful little dish here. Do you see me mixing the pot, or is it stuck again? Because it is a little bit of salt, like really a little bit, because I have the bacon in there. No, I have Parmesan cheese. I don't have feta cheese because feta, it really goes bad in a couple of days. You can't really freeze it. You can only keep it in salty water for so long. So I usually don't have feta in the house. I leave that part to Mom. But Parmesan, so this doesn't get stuck. Since you're talking about it, you do know that I always keep Parmesan cheese on my freezer. Look, I actually have. That's half a kilo. I never run out of Parmesan cheese. You insane? I mean, Parmesan cheese is like the basic of living. It's good for everything. Like, Orzo goes back in. My little self-made salad, a little bit of salt. And yes, you guessed it, olive oil. But this time I'm gonna go light on the olive oil. Camera's good. Excellent. Alrighty, so we're getting close to the end of that. And we're gonna add some Philadelphia spread cheese in there. Because you're not going to avoid cheese with me. Hello, Hecky. And the fun continues. So let's mix this and make a nice, thick, creamy dish. Welcome back, Hecky. It took you a little bit longer than I expected. All right, putting the cheese in really dropped the temperature down. Diet cheese bacon in the world. Actually, no, this Philadelphia that I added, the spread cheese, is not diet. It's not light. It's a normal one. I couldn't find light. So I'm just mixing it to make sure that the cheese is melted and spread it. You know, as always, guys, you can always add as much as you want, as much of pepper, salt, you know, these things, it's on your own little judgment there. I can't really help you with that and say put 200 grams or whatever. If you like it more, you're gonna put more. So I'm turning this off. Let me have a little taste on the orzo. See if it's ready. It's good. We need some more salt. Give it a good mix. And the final ingredient is spinach. Just a nice handful of chopped spinach. I repeat, I have turned this off. So we're just gonna leave it here for a second or two for the spinach to soften up a little bit before we serve it. And to cool down, of course. Just taking it off the heat, and we're done. Now it's time for me to eat. Applause! Yay! Oh, damn, it's 4 minutes to 11. We actually did it on time, despite the fact that we're like 20-25 minutes late on starting this. Garlic bread needs another minute or two, so we'll let that one cool down a little bit. I don't know. I'm trying to think how we're gonna do. I'm trying to think if there's a way to plate this in, you know, in a more artistic way. You know how crappy I am when it comes to plating dishes. I'm not really good at all that, but I suppose a good plate would be a deep plate for this. Oh, good. Dudes, this smells amazing. For plating, you could also do the following. When you do the onion with the bacon, you can put a little bit extra at the beginning, and you can put a little bit extra in the beginning, and then just pull it out, put it on a on the side, and then just sprinkle that on the top. Get my bread out. What, to dip in there? Yeah. So I have that. Hold on a second. We don't need this anymore. We're done. So we got the orzo there. We got the salad there. Pepper never hurting anybody, so that will make it look a little bit more restaurant-like, I suppose. Oh, you know what? You know what I want here? I know what I want there. Until my bread is ready. Ooh, I know. I know. Ah, more cheese. I know what I want in there. Oh, come here, you bastard. A nice chunk of Stilton blue cheese. Mmm. Man, I really, really love Parmesan, but blue cheese takes the win, hands down. I mean, Parmesan goes in a lot of dishes and, you know, whatever. You can do whatever you want with it, but honestly, blue cheese takes the win. I think is a very versatile and very tasty cheese to have in the house. And also, it has another benefit. If it goes bad, you don't know it. You're never gonna see the molds. You can just eat it. Hey, your cheese went bad. No, that's normal. You can have it. And no one's gonna know any better. So, Keki, I was just saying, guys, because I just realized that you were not here when I was saying this, that next Friday is your birthday. And I'm still waiting for you to tell me what you want me to cook for your birthday. And from the looks of things, we're gonna have a double cooking stream next week, one on Wednesday and one on Friday for your birthday. So don't tell me last minute. All right, get those few brain cells that's left working. All right, so I don't know if the garlic bread is ready. It should be ready. Do I have? No, I don't have. I'm just trying to think if I have an elongated plate. No, I don't have it, so we'll just go for a normal plate, I suppose. Now, tell me, which one of you... Alright, no worries, Iggy. But tell me, which one of you, any of you, is actually eating this much for dinner at 11:01 at night? I would love an answer to that. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Yes, Fixer, open the door and jump in the oven at 200 degrees Celsius. That sounds fucking normal. Ow. There we go. Whew. Bloody bread. You burned me, sir. I always do that on stream. I hate that. I hate you. Whew. Ah.